With rising fentanyl deaths, more drugs being laced with that deadly synthetic opioid is concerning, obviously, and some Bay Area bars are now providing actual fentanyl test strips with the help of a local nonprofit known as FentCheck.
Anything to help. The organization says it started providing these test strips to bars in Oakland and San Francisco in January of 2021, and they've since expanded to UC Berkeley. Ground 4's Taylor Bisacky reports for us.
When heading out to the bars in San Francisco and Oakland, you may start to notice more places carrying something that looks like this: educational jars containing fentanyl test strips.
We started taping them in bar bathrooms and on lampposts and in the city, just kind of observing whether or not people would be interested in them. And we've leveled up since. We've started working with venues directly to put these, a lot like condoms during the AIDS crisis, putting them into bowls, into bar bathrooms, and really taking the stigma out of this kind of harm reduction and bringing it to people who otherwise didn't know that they needed harm reduction.
Allison Heller and Dean Schultz say they began their efforts after seeing an increased prevalence of tainted street drugs, often cut or laced with fentanyl, causing accidental overdose deaths. Through their nonprofit, FentCheck, they now regularly provide fentanyl test strips and education to dozens of bars in the Bay Area, including Corner Kitchen and Bar in Oakland.
Yeah, they go pretty quickly. I think I'm actually in need of refill soon enough, but yeah, I've yet to see any kind of negative response to them.
Daniel Miranda with Corners says it was important for him to carry the test strips at his bar after losing several friends to accidental overdoses.
Of all the lives I've seen these things take, I think it's more important to stop it where I can.
While Jackie Berlin with Mothers Against Drug Deaths recommends people stay away from drugs, she says this is a good first step in harm reduction and preventing more accidental fentanyl deaths from happening.
Want to be sure that people understand, though, that it's not 100% foolproof. It's like kind of like using a condom. It's another layer of protection, but it's not going to be absolutely foolproof.
FentCheck says they're now working with UC Berkeley and other bars in New York, Philadelphia, Portland, and more. I'm Taylor Bisacky reporting, Ground 4 News.